see the sea? Look at that. There's the sea outside. And this is inside. It's raining a lot. Near Prestonpans, no, in Prestonpans, which is near Edinburgh. It's if you've heard of the Battle of Prestonpans, where Bonnie Prince Charlie roused and rallied and tried to get back and be the king, but it didn't exactly work out. But well done to him. So I am right near the sea, yes. So Edinburgh's been going quite well so far. In that, oh look, it's a monkey. It's been going fairly well. I've been here since Wednesday morning. It feels like long. I had a lovely gig on Thursday at Complete History of Pop, which was like I got to sing lots of pop songs, and I also did my set for the first time in a long time because I've been ill at the beginning of the year and I haven't really been doing many gigs lately because it's been a little bit of a struggle this year. And then I did another spot in the same show the next day. There was only two of us singing, and I did another bit of material, and it went really well. So that was nice. And then yesterday I had my first show, and it was supposed to be a guest show with lots of different people. And the people that were in it turned up, but no audience turned up. And it turns out that I'm not actually in the app that shows people where to go, or in the printed material, and I don't have flyers. I just had stickers and a flag and a big poster that I'd laminated. And I thought maybe I could get people in, but I didn't. So I sent the audience away. No, I didn't send the audience away. That would be ridiculous. I sent the act away because they were all quite tired. They've had a longer Edinburgh than me. And then I was just sort of like, I thought I'll announce all the shows that are in this new space because it is a new space. We got rescheduled. And then nobody else came. So I went and I was just hanging around. I was like, and somebody said, hey, have you got a show? I want to see a show. I'm like, I'll do a show. So I did a show, and it was a person from an arts blog and a photographer. So expect that. So I've got pictures and evidence that I did a show, and hopefully they'll say nice things about me because I did a whole entire show for them unexpectedly. So I did a show, and that went really well. I like that. So then I came back to Prestonpans and had a sleep. So that's good. So I've had an up and downy sort of Edinburgh so far. And now I'm aware that my show is not in the app. So I've cancelled all the shows. No, I haven't. That would be ridiculous too. I've cancelled all the acts for today because it's raining and it's an outdoor venue and I'm not confident it's not going to get flooded. So I'm still going to be there and do a show of some sort. Any show. So if anybody's at Tolbooth Market, Venue 98, at the bottom of Canongate, which is the Royal Mile, you would think people would come to it, but they don't know about it. That's the trouble. So I'm at the back in a sort of tent under a courtyardy sort of pillory thing. That all the shows have been rescheduled from another place that closed down. It doesn't even exist anymore, and some of them aren't happy about it. I don't mind because I'm having fun. It's fine. So, and I've got another show that is in the app and in the book that is at the same venue in a room that's inside. The luxury inside. So I'm going to do that for the first time today. That one is a work in progress show, but to be honest, isn't everything. Really, if you're not still working on it, then it's dead. So that's my attitude to that. So have you seen any acts? Yes, I saw something called Afternoon Tea with Ray Fordyce yesterday, and that was nice. There was a sketch troupe. They were very funny. I can't remember what they were called. Hot Take? No, that's somebody else. What were they called? I don't know what they were called. They were funny, and then there was a singer, and then there was a comedian who he was talking mainly about buckets. I don't know his name, but he was very tired. And Ray Fordyce himself, who's lovely. And he gave me some free fudge. He works in the fudge shop. Go and see Ray! Ask for some fudge. You'll get some fudge. You get to taste that. And it's gluten-free. And then also I went to see a show called Bottom, which was about a man who met somebody on a dating app and he's trying to work out what sexual positions they want and panicking about it. And that was a theatre show. which I was invited to because he might want to come and be part of the Free Fringe next year. It was a theatre show, but it was sort of comedy too, and he had a pink ukulele. So immediately I felt at home there with his pink ukulele. And also he liked Beyonce, and he asked people what their favourite Beyonce songs were, and I went a bit blank, and I said, Crazy in Love, is that a Beyonce song? He's like, yes, but that's probably not your favourite. I'm like, no, I can't remember. Well, I could sing it if you asked me to. As proven in my guest spot in Complete History of Pop 2 days running. I was loud and enthusiastic, if not tuneful. And I think, in the end, although Paul Richards, kept making little digs about the tunelessness of the singing generally, I thought I did quite well. I knew all the songs. That's as good as can be expected when you just have the papers thrust in front of you. Sing this song. Not actually any backing track. He had like sort of drum box where you just like make the rhythm because he's a drummer. And so that was fun. Where am I? Oh yes. And I also saw Terror is a Warm Gun, who's an American actress who, it's a sort of cabaret one-woman show. That's quite nice. So she was in the venue that I'm going to be in from today at the same time. And now she's moved to Jury's Inn, the Space, which is a paid venue. So she was treating those as a preview for her real show. But it was still her real show. But she was just like evening out things before she goes any there. Life is a work in progress indeed. So that's, it's been altogether fun. Now, I can't get an actual edited video up because I left all my equipment at home. I have been filming. I filmed a lovely walk from Seaton Sands to Preston Pans. Ooh, Seaton Sands to Preston Pans. Oh. And that will go up. That happened in Edinburgh while I'm here. It's a little bit laggy, isn't it? I'm out of sync. As with all things. It's been an adventure, and I'm not worried. Like my first one-person show today, and the show, I've got acts booked for the rest of the week for some of the shows. So I'll see what happens in the morning, whether I'll do something, whatever happens. So it'll be an adventure. Yeah. An adventure. So, I was supposed to see something called Disney Dysfunction on Friday, but I went to the wrong venue. And also, they didn't confirm until the last minute because I got given tickets. They didn't confirm until very late, and I didn't have really access to Wi-Fi. So I ended up in something called the Assembly Roxy, and it turned out to be in the Assembly Halls, which is about 25-minute walk away from where I was. It wasn't going to happen. So I apologise to them. See, I'm quite tired, even though I've only been here for 4 days, and I've only done like 3 shows and seen a few things. Can you imagine the people that have been here since the beginning? They must be. Ooh, poor things. Poor things. So I'm here until the 27th, so I won't have any edited videos until. Not on the 27th because I'm travelling all day. Certainly, probably, say the 29th. Yeah. Oh, I also went to, the Old Vic had a workshop thing about how they've got something called the Old Vic 12, where they get 12 theatre practitioners and you work on something for a year and you come up with some shows. Now, they've got that closes on the 3rd of September. Now, maybe I'm not ready this year, but it gave me hope for the future because if I can try and write and if I can try and get some sort of play off the ground between now and next year, maybe have it at the Edinburgh Festival next year, or the Fringe rather, and get other people involved. So I'm not necessarily acting in it, but I'm just writing it, maybe directing it, and then I'll have something to show, and I can pitch a new idea. Because what you pitch the idea that you want to work on if you're a writer. I'll do it as a writer. And then you show, and then you get down, if you get down to the last 30, you have to show them what you've already done. So I better have something that I've already done. I was like, ooh, I'm going to apply this year. Didn't burn. So, yeah. So, do you want to see the sea again? Because it says live from the sea, just to prove that I'm near the sea. See, that's the North Sea. Look at it. You can just about see. Can you see the sea? Can you see the sea? sea. So I can't really go any further to the sea because obviously the internet's not enough to keep me in that corner. If I stay in that corner, then it'll block out. But it's proof, if proof be needed, that I am indeed not in London anymore. La 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 la. I saw the sea, see the sea, see. So yes, so I've got shows coming up. Shows aplenty, and who knows what to expect. I certainly don't. It will be, if I get any audience, I will see, what do you want? That is what we'll do. And if they want me to sing at them for an hour, which is highly unlikely, but I will do that. I will sing at them for an hour if that be what they want. I will take requests. So it'll be like a karaoke comedian thing. That works out. Now I have got printed documents that say what I'm supposed to be doing, and if that's what they want me to do, then I'll have to do that. But I've got notes for it. I'm not bothered if I do it or not, because I got the arts blog coming into my made-up show the other day, and that was good enough. I already consider this a success, a big success. I haven't got the ukulele because I did not have enough room. I unpacked my big suitcase and thought it's too much, so I didn't bring my laptop and I didn't bring my ukulele. I've got 3 wigs, and they turned out to be the wrong wigs, and a Welsh flag. That's what I brought up. That's all I had room for. So it's going to be very much. I thought I'd lost my tablet yesterday. I'd left it in a venue, and fortunately it got handed in. So I have still got my tablet, and I've still got a coffee cup, because I thought I'd lost my coffee cup as well. I've got a reusable, where is it? A reusable cup, which is good because they've started charging. Right, now it was, for a while, they get 25p off coffee if you used a reusable cup. But now you get charged more if you don't have the reusable cup. Like 5p in Starbucks, 25p I've seen. So if I do have a coffee, then this is vital. So I recommend getting a reusable cup if you're going to have coffee anywhere. And also, top tip, this is actually a Starbucks branded one. So if I go into Starbucks and put it down and pretend to be drinking, then they can't chuck me out for using their Wi-Fi. Anyway, it used to be that Starbucks was like, come in, welcome, we don't expect you to drink our coffee, we don't expect you, but it's still a nice prop to have. Yes, a nice prop to have, to go, well, at least at some point I have been a customer here. It may be quite a long time ago, but you can't say that I've never been here. It was actually a gift, so I mean, I have been to Starbucks before, obviously. Stop saying Starbucks or Costa or Cafe Nero or anything. I mean, obviously it does say Starbucks. But if I was in Costa or Cafe Nero, I could just cover that up. And then they wouldn't know. Yes. Waitrose as well. Stop doing it. Still do coffee. Free coffee you can have there. So, unfortunately, I'm not sure there is a Waitrose. There is a John Lewis, but I don't know whether they do free coffee. Maybe I'll pop in and see and go, hello, give me coffee, I need coffee. Maybe I don't need coffee. That's probably the last thing I need. Oh, I don't know, though. It's probably not the last thing I need. No, it's not, because I said Costa and a Cafe Nero, and give me another start. Look, every other, see, it's backwards. The thing is, you can't see it because it's backwards. So it's not product placement because you can't see it because it's backwards. It's impossible to tell, and they don't sell this sort anymore. I actually went into one of their shops, and they're like, "Oh, what's that? I've worked here for 10 years. I've never seen that before. It's so pretty." So it's not really placement at all of any sort. It's quite discreet. And also, oh yeah, there's a logo. I am saying go in there and use their facilities for free. So I'm not sure that's really selling their product so much as selling their free Wi-Fi. IKEA. Now, the trouble with IKEA is they're very far from the centre of town. So I've been in the car park of an IKEA, but not in an IKEA, because I don't actually have a car. I do drive, but I haven't driven for a long time. So yeah, Starbucks coffee is horrible. So this is proving that this isn't product placement. It's horrible. It smells like mould and it tastes like death. So that's definitely not a product placement, is it? That's not a sponsored advert. That's Really? Yes. No, if Starbucks do want to now sponsor me, I've ruined that. But I'm not bothered because their coffee is pretty horrible. But they've got Wi-Fi and they've got nice coffee cups. So get one of those. So yeah, nicest coffee I would say was Costa and Cafe Nero. Cafe Nero probably beats Costa. So that's my roundup. Cafe Nero, Costa, and then quite a few other coffee places. Waitrose, horrible coffee, well above the standard of Starbucks coffee, definitely for sure. Their coffee of the day, I'll give them that. Starbucks coffee of the day is much better than their Americano because I drink Americano black coffee and stuff. So you can really taste without all the milk and the syrup and the crap. You can taste what the coffee tastes like. But I have started to have almond milk lately. Just I don't. Not this week because I can't really afford almond milk on the go. This is a budget holiday. I'm sleeping on somebody's sofa. My meatballs. Oh, I like IKEA's. They do almondy. Almondy is gluten free. It's a delicious delight. But I was slightly put off that apparently they had it in. They stopped doing it in their stores because there was certain nasty things in it that they found. Probably people just not hygienically making it, and it did put me off a little bit, so I don't eat it so much. And also it's quite milky. I probably shouldn't really drink milk at all, or eat milk. I don't drink milk. Eat milk. I don't do milk anyway, but almondy is gluten free at least, and it's got bits of things in it. Maybe not the nicest things. So yes, so this has been a fun chat. It's I've proven it's by the sea. It's near Edinburgh. I've had sort of patchy Wi-Fi because there's sort of Edinburgh Wi-Fi, but not enough for me to do any really. I don't know. Maybe I'll just try and find a patch of Wi-Fi and try and do a live chat in Edinburgh itself, in the centre, but not in Starbucks maybe because they might get a little bit angry at me. Probably not. So that has been me. I've got to settle for the day. It wasn't toenails, I'll tell you that. It was worse than toenails. Can you imagine? It was bodily, but not toenails. Horrible. But I think they've probably sorted that out. Probably that's a few years down the line. You look it up, you'll see what I mean. It's not good. And I don't think it's the one that they sold in shops, just the one that they sold in IKEA. So I'd be quite wary of the meatballs, to be honest, if I were you. Right, I've got to get on my way because I've got to get in to flyer for my show, even though it's raining, and probably I won't get anybody there. But if I do get anybody there, then you will get to show what the nature of the show is fluid. Let's call it that. Okay, so see you soon. Bye bye.